button for joining the Gwira Gwira Podcast Show. Get connected to us through the YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. This early Monday from wherever you are. Call me Jina Kubwa, Jina Dogun, Naiza Junior, Sauti, Yanyikani, with my fellow co-host.
Oh yes, a very good morning to our viewers from wherever you are. This is Gwira Gwira Podcast. My name is on this good morning on Monday, we are going to discuss on the topic of business and investment. So please join us as we are going to delve into the topic. If you have any questions, you can just find us at Gwira Gwira Podcast here at YouTube, and you can post your questions there, and we'll be very happy.
Okay, this is Gwira Gwira Podcast, as you have just heard. Begin the show where we bring you about advertisement and also interviews. We make you be part of the Gwira Gwira Podcast. Now today where we are going to talk about business and innovation. We want to begin about a discussion about AI. AI, what do we mean by this AI? What do we mean by artificial intelligence? It is a technology that allows us to perform tasks typically require human intelligence. So these are things which can be done by use of intelligence of a human. They are given commands to the artificial intelligence so that they can be able to perform more about it. Okay, so when we talk about these things, what are some of these things which can be done by AI? There's something like learning. The way someone uses his or her brain to be able to interpret different things, to learn a certain content, AI can be able to do the same, to understand more about something. There's also something concerning problem solving. AI can be able to solve problems by use of intelligence as human beings do, and also reduces human error. These errors which human being can be able to perform while carrying different activities. AI itself can be able to carry out the activity and reduce different errors. So, my co-host, what can you just say as we proceed?
Yes, I think you have almost exhausted everything.
Yeah.
Maybe just I'll be talking on the question of advantages of AI.
Yeah.
You know, this is basically a machine which is given command by a human being, like to perform the function that a human being is able to perform. Basically, there are some of the advantages and disadvantages which this AI can bring about. One of the advantages include enhanced decision making. So you find like, for example, you have a complex data, and then you data yako, maybe that data of yours, umeiweka kwa, you have posted it on AI, and so you have like, please, yani ikurahisishie kazi. So AI inakusaidia all that complex one, inakupurchase in a smaller quantity, ama inakuwezesha yani put that to enhance decision making, inakupatia into a small data. The complex data inakuwa reduced, so that for better understanding, and also improve safety. AI systems can monitor for hazards and perform dangerous tasks in various industries. So AI, basically, for example, in industries, there are industries which perform under hazardous pollution. So AI, like, do this and something. Reduce this. Another one is the increased efficiency and automation. So you find that have this data, you have this large number of data, and do the pangaji. So AI, basically, most of the, even when you're a student, when you search or when you do your research using AI, AI can make mistakes. But most part of it, maybe 70% of the research, very true. So you increase efficiency and automation. Another thing is also personalization. So AI enables personalized experience in education, entertainment, and tailoring content and services to individuals' user needs. So basically, an AI, for example, when you go and ask AI any question, maybe concerning education, concerning medicine, concerning any topic of a concern, AI is able. That is the point of this. And without wasting any time, the discussion of Can you maybe tell us the advantages? I know you are a student, so this thing most of the time you use it to do research, and maybe even not just research. You can any research for you. What disadvantages?
Yes, thank you very much, Phineas. This is a good podcast. Call me nice, the junior Sauti Nyikani on the right hand side. Visitors just sent us who has more information about AI and business. Good morning.
Good morning too.
And maybe you can just begin.
Okay, thank you very much for our viewers. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. I am in Panuchien, and I'm very much privileged and I'm very glad to be together with you and host this morning. It's a very interesting topic that we're discussing today. One of the topics that has broken the banks of the world today. That is artificial intelligence. So just as my hosts had already discussed about that, there are a lot of advantages that has been brought about by artificial, but also we should be able to identify or differentiate between artificial intelligence AI and intelligence quotient IQ. Yeah. So an artificial intelligence, that's from the word artificial. It is human made. It's human made. It's just a prompt, something that has been made or developed so that it can be able to help each and every individual in, let's say, performing different activities one way or the other. But when we have intelligent quotient, that is the God-given ability of each and every individual to think and come up with something that is very much beneficial to the world of today. Thank you very much. We'll keep discussing more.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. This is Gwira Gwira Podcast where we bring in about artificial intelligence and the business, that is business and innovation. So we are looking at the disadvantages of artificial intelligence. One of them being job displacement. Remember, when there's addition of this artificial intelligence, some people can be able to lose their job. A job which was carried out by maybe 50 people is now maybe one machine or two machines. You find those people have been, they lack the job, they have job displacement, they have been displaced by this artificial intelligence. So how will these people survive? Yet they, what they did, the amount of money they got from that business is now cut off because of job displacement by this artificial intelligence. How will they be able to carry out their day-to-day life? How will they be able to stay? That is one of the disadvantages. Another one is about high cost. When we talk about high cost, what do we mean? Remember these machines so that you can be able to acquire them, so that you can be able to purchase them. You need a lot of money, not just waking up one day and finding them and saying, let them be, let them come, and they come. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You have to just purchase them from the market. So it is about high cost. You spend a lot of money purchasing them. And also these things, they require high maintenance. You have to maintain them. You cannot buy them without enough information of how you are going to use them. Just take an example like the mobile phone itself you are using. You can have the mobile phone, but if you don't have enough skills of how you are going to use it, the information you want to get, where you have to get it from, you are not going to use it well. So you have to, you need to have the skills so that you can be able to moderate and maybe command the artificial intelligence to be able to work. In different hospitals, this artificial intelligence where they are used to diagnose different diseases, you have to get enough skills of how you are going to use it. If you need to treat someone, so that you can be able to rightly diagnose what you are supposed to diagnose, so that you can get the correct information about it, so that you can be able to treat patients in the best way. Maybe you can add about disadvantages of AI.
Yeah, maybe I have and then other lack of creativity and emotion. So remember, you're not using like your brains, you're not using your creativity. So you're just commanding AI, like, please create for me a post. Please help me find research on this and this and this. So here basically, unaona hata mtu, your mind is becoming lazy. there's no emotion you're putting forth. There's no like any creativity, any hard work you're putting forth. So all you're doing, you're just sitting there, you're just commanding me, please try for me research this and this. For example, even for us students, most of our research we perform them using AI. So wewe tu you go there, you copy paste ama you una-upload your file yako hapo kwa AI. So hata AI inakupatia answers wewe after hapo hata you are not going to do unapata hata at the end of the day hakuna kitu umeshika. So exam ikija unapata rate alafu unasema nini like hiyo sio unasemaga sana. And so that is also one of the disadvantages. And I think this is what really students should really. Unajua nimekuwa nikisikia sana teachers are complaining, not just at Paul University, even in other universities. Students, for example, there was a research which was done and it was shown that Kenya is leading with what wanafunzi wanatumia AI sana. So that's if that continues, I mean, we are in a very big trouble. And maybe my friend Ivan, you can add on something.
You have almost depleted all the points about the disadvantages of using AI. But now I would like to summarize it into two main. I want to narrow them down into. The first one is that artificial intelligence AI has led to lack of creativity in the minds of people, just as you have said. Because nowadays, mostly the youth, mavijana wapendi kazi ngumu. Tunaenda pale ChatGPT inatupatia the solution of everything. Yeah. When you want to write a proposal, you put the prompt in ChatGPT and then ChatGPT brings for you that proposal. Yeah. So during this particular process of generating all this information, ChatGPT is not 100% efficient. Yeah. So there's that lack of efficiency that comes out from that particular device or from that particular creation. So it requires a lot of manpower, not just manpower, but a lot of skills in operating the ChatGPT because it's an artificial thing. So when it's an artificial thing, then you personally, you have to know the right thing or the right information that you require from it. Then you prompt it in the best way. And after prompting it in the best way, that's the time that's the moment when it will be able to give you the right thing as you expected. But now over dependent on ChatGPT or on AI can lead to lack of creativity and even lack of skills to come up or to develop something to be into existence. That is very key. And for those people who use ChatGPT, I don't deny that ChatGPT has really helped us solve a lot of challenges in the world today. Yeah, we need to do a lot of trainings on ChatGPT, and we should not be that much over dependent on it. Yeah, when it comes to matters education, I usually prefer that we do the library way. Yeah, because the information that is in store in the social media, not all the right. And then ChatGPT is made in a way that it collects or it gathers information from different sources. So it may be able, it may collect data from right sources or even those sources that are not right. Yeah. Then there is also another challenge with ChatGPT or in AI. It delays to receive information. And something that happened yesterday, you may find that ChatGPT is not aware of the update. Yeah, so you must also depend on some other that you move or be up to date all the things that are happening around you.
So maybe to add on, and I think that's why when you do research, actually AI sometimes can make mistakes.
Yes.
Great.
Exactly. And so maybe to continue, there's this issue of we've had that AI, it has contributed to laziness, and most of the people like they ask themselves, contribute to laziness. Maybe we can tackle on that one. Say something.
Okay. How has AI contributed to laziness? When we are starting about, remember AI like the ChatGPT and the other apps which you use, they give you the complete answers, where you find one is not strongly to get more answers about that. If this person just gets the answers complete, there will be no more on strong, more on learning and other issues. So you'll just find this person is becoming lazy. If you're given complete answers, you want strong to find other answers from other sources. Like my friend is mentioning about use of library, the physical library, go and collecting the information from books in different books. You'll find this person is not struggling. If it's given all these answers, will just be writing, copy pasting, and the rest. They will not be struggling to go to the library. You just find this person just take his or mobile phone, laptops, and say somewhere where there is connection of the Wi-Fi, and just command the Wi-Fi to give the chat GPT to give out the answers. So there will be no struggling. If this person there was struggle, this person could have gone to the library, collecting like 5 books, learned from past page to another page, from one book to another, finding the information from there. And this person will be able to learn a lot. Apart from the assignment, from the homework which this person was given to tackle, will be able to learn more other things, which will help this person develop skills about education, if it was learning. If it was about different research, will be able to also gain more skills about that thing which this person was doing. So the skills of hard work are not developed because of artificial intelligence. Remember, this person is not working hard. If is given a certain task to undertake, the person is given a 3-week homework. You find this person does not struggle too much, does not commit himself or herself too much, because he or she knows as the last week comes, I'll only go to the AI.
The last day,
I'll only go to the AI and collect all the answers from there. Not struggling. Thank you.
Yes, and maybe to add on a point here before I can let my brother Invan here continue. There's this issue of instant gratification. No, basically, for example, as umesema, mtu anapatiwa kazi for 3 weeks anafanya within a day. So basically, wakati mimi nimepatiwa like a pile of homework ama assignment, there's no homework here, assignment. So I just go there, maybe najua like nimefika 1 hour mimi kuingia, so nakaa tu chini naambia AI na copy paste hiyo kazi, naambia AI find for me the answers. AI na generate everything, so hiyo tayari kisha generate hivi. Is there a need for me to use my creativity ama even to use my intelligence ama akili yangu atiku this and this? No, there's no need. So unapata hiyo instant gratification pia ina lead into people become lazy. Unajua I don't need to use, sihitaji kusoma kitu, I don't need even to proofread juu AI inaniambia almost 70% of my work is good. So there's no hiyo 30% hata nikilose. For example, kama ni 30, hiyo 70%, nikikosa hata 7, si mimi nimefika mahali at least nimeelewa kwa so hiyo pia I think that also it has really imechangia sana pakubwa hiyo the issue of instant gratification. Just best your work, AI it gives you the results which you are needed, you yenye mbona unataka. Hii kinifurahisha naenda na hii kinifurahisha nayo you know. So hiyo pia really contribute to business. Maybe my brother in
we have almost depleted everything. Yeah, so the only thing that I can say is that we should always ensure that we don't over-depend on artificial intelligence in doing each and every activity. That, like me, I can tell from my own story, there's a day that I was supposed to do a project. I was given a whole month to write a project, do a project. When I was at my teaching practice. Yeah, so writing the project, I was very sure that the ChatGPT would do that thing in a very short time. So during the assessment day, that's when I remembered that I should do that assignment. So I inserted all the components of the project that I wanted as a prompt in ChatGPT, and I expected the ChatGPT to bring for me all that. Now, surprisingly, the data that I was given by ChatGPT was that data which I read and I actually see it's actually wrong. It's wrong, by the way. It's wrong. Yeah, and the time is collapsing. I should do the collection of my assignments. So it was a very big challenge. And that's the day when I learned that it's always good to do research. And we do research in we have a lot of we have e-library. E-libraries we can easily find it in our devices, and from e-library we have online books that are authorized and are those books that are made by publishers which are recognized in different parts of the world. So those books are for people of read, and the data and the statistics that are within them are those that are standard and acceptable. Also, there is need for us to do the library thing, just as my brother here have said. We discussed that library thing. When we bring all this together, it will also expand our mind and thinking ability to come up with other solutions. How to solve this? I saw a certain part. There's a guy who wrote a letter, a formal letter. But if you see even how the chat GPT outlaid the formal letter, it doesn't show the right way of planning for a formal letter. Yeah. So it also requires a lot of chat GPT or AI. It requires a lot of intelligence in performing those activities or bringing out those information that we would like to get from that particular. In short, let us use our brain, our intelligent quotient to help us solve different world challenges, and we will go far. Then about.
And as you conclude, maybe, Niza,
Yes.
you can tell us your final word or just anything.
Okay, thank you for joining this Gwira Gwira podcast from YouTube. Do the necessary at YouTube, and things are going to do to be good. So when we are talking about artificial intelligence, I just advise people, students,
My fellow students,
to be able to use the library, the physical library, where you can just go and find out books and study, and maybe do the assignment. This one will be able to make someone to improve in his or her critical thinking skills. This person will be able to improve in any skills about education. This person will be able to get enough information about he or she what is learning. Because if it just go based from much, thank you very much for joining.
Yeah, and maybe to conclude, to our viewers, mine is just to remind you that we also do. I also do. Me and my friends, my others